Hey, I'm Sam and welcome to Quick Review. We'll review a game that we either feel we didn't play long enough for something comprehensive to be said, or feel that the game wasn't deserving of a full review. So, here we go. Rebel Galaxy is a sci-fi space game that's primarily focused on travel, questing, and ship combat. The game looks pretty decent, and the effects of weapons, shields, and surroundings are pretty nice. Combat, which the game appears to be based around, is pretty dull. Mainly you spam your cannons at whatever you're trying to kill, and that's it. There's no real chasing or strategic maneuvers to make as far as I can tell. This is because the developers decided to make the combat naval-based, which means everything's on a 2D plane. I feel like that kind of ruins the idea of space combat and ends up making the combat pretty one-note. Traveling is tedious to say the least. Spending full minutes traveling between destinations ruins any momentum the game had in the first place. You can upgrade your warp drive to make you move faster, but really this is the kind of thing that shouldn't need upgrading to begin with. There's a lot of upgradables in this game, which is fine, but I can really only see this game becoming very grindy further down the line, which is saying something considering I already think the combat and travel is a grind in and of itself. Also surprising considering I really liked Elite Dangerous and that game is 90 if not 100% grind. Maybe flying around in a 3D plane is what did it for me. This game was in desperate need of more music, or music that sounded different from one track to the next, because it loops far too often and becomes grating in a very short time. Really, the best thing the game has going for it is its setting. It goes for a kind of Firefly vibe with the Western sci-fi fusion. I'm sure this world is moderately interesting, and I'd like to see other games try it out because I always think Western sci-fi fusion should get more love. So, good setting, I guess. The story seems kind of forced, not in a you're playing the story mode regular kind of way, more like the story only exists as a reason for you to get a ship. The story probably wasn't necessary beyond that point, it could have just been you doing whatever you really wanted to do. The main reason I'm not going to continue this game is the combat. The devs may have been better off making a naval combat game in a traditional setting. Sailing from place to place would probably feel less tedious than flying through gas clouds and darkness. I don't know, if you're a big fan of naval combat, go for it, you may have a good time. If you're looking for a cool exploration or more traditional space combat game, this might not be the place. The game receives relatively good reviews, so maybe there's something I'm missing as far as engagement to the game. Either way, if you like the style of combat and everything else about this game, I still wouldn't recommend you buy it for its current price of $20 on Steam. It's bound to go on sale or end up in a bundle with other games for cheap later down the line. Rebel Galaxy has a good idea for setting and decent music that seems to repeat far too often. Besides that, the combat's relatively repetitive and so is traveling, so this game passes my annoyance thresholds, unfortunately. And that'll do it for today's quick review. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to get our content on a semi-regular basis. If you didn't like the video, leave a comment telling us what we should do better. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on WolfWare.